kicker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Good night, 180.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Here we go.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
They'll toss it to Fournette.
Run!
Fournette, a first down, still going. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear a great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here. And a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now Foles. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger.
Great job,
a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Let's go.
Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
Go, run!
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go.
By Fournette. Now another
Mike,
1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be
Water.
a long day.
Check 37. Check 37.
Let's go.
And again, this time to the tailback. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Curl.
Sponge. No.
There's Foles. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, the defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
It got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, 180.
54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9.
Tight.
And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The Jaguars take
Get ready.
at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Under.
Hey, seam 6.
45. Mike, 45. I got it. Whip.
13.
Watch the whip.
Where'd he go?
Foles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Here we go.
First down there on a pickup of 25.
On the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground. Yeah, he might be locked in.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Reading.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
One time.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. The connecting here with DJ Shark. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
Twist.
A shotgun gives it Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Wide. Get wide.
Tiger.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he fires one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Hey, let's get that ball.
Line of
Let's get that ball
scrimmage,
right
the
here.
31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
I got you, boy.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball 50 yards in 2 plays. Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
3 down.
We've seen him pick off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
The extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive.
Let's go.
Just past the 30-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 1st down, he'll drive to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
For another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Be alert, be alert.
Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Let's go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
A full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Now on 2nd and 13. Foles. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Let's go.
Go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Collect!
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
15. Right.
Now Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47.
Hey, watch that.
Check 13. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey,
Yellow. Argolade. 80.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Check nickel.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those plays. Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Jaguars 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run sometimes...
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Nick Foles.
Yeah. Way to get behind them pads and run. Come on. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up.
Huddle up, baby. Let's get this.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 24. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just a series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We played to win.
That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed to turn it into a pretty nice little game. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Yellow.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time.
Yellow. Let's go, blue lady.
7. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Hey, Ripley.
Didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47.
Yellow.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Pressure drops off as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Get that quarterback.
A toss running left.
Go. Run.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yes.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
From the 41. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Tempo.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Where'd he go?
The handoff, Fournette running left. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5.
Let's go.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
13. Hey, silver.
They'll try to run forward for that. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Second and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady.
Watch the screen.
Yellow.
Foes the mic.
Hey, 57.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
You can't block me.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And now on the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2.
Mike 53.
You gonna get this, boy?
They will run. It's Fournette. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Get ready.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Going on the ground with Homer. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Chiefs 17, Jaguars 15.
Yellow. Let's go, 80.
27. Watch the pass.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Hey, gold. Down gold.
Fournette running out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Foles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Jaguars 22, Chiefs 17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different. As we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Green 80. 13.
They're running it. Chef. Under 10. 10. Kill.
Running left, it's Fournette. Run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. They will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Second and 13. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy if you're throwing interceptions on back-to-back drives. Let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out this somewhere.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Smoke. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
I smell fear in that offense. I
To
smell fear
throw,
in
it's
that offense.
Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Attack!
Crunch.
On first down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
I'm coming back.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
It's second down.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Danny.
They come up on a second down now. It looks like it's going to go down the wire. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards.
That's
and
what I'm
that'll
talking
lead to a
about.
third
Nice
down.
hit, boy.
Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
36.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he steps in for the sack. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Like a freight train off the edge. Calais Campbell with a sack. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them.
Here we go.
The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Let's
So
go!
they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Go, run.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tonight, 180!
Watch the run.
What is it?
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Tonight, 380!
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got?
Set, here we go.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All
day.
And they will take a knee here.
Falls on the keeper.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.